Thank you. Okay, I am on the streets of LA, and this will be essentially my first vlog. Yeah, meeting up with my friend, Andre, and we are just going to, I don't know actually what we're going to do. I don't know. I was at home, and I was feeling inspired, and so I decided that I would come down here and let the inspiration flow or whatever. I'll sit down and I'll talk to you guys about it later, exactly what inspired me and like what is happening right now in my life and why like I feel like this would be the best place to come right now. But I had to sit down and do that, girl, because walking and talking is not my strong suit, and bitch, I'm not trying to run into the street and get hit. So yeah, once we meet up, once I get back with Andre, I will check back in with you guys, alright? Okay, back in the city. I'm with Andre now. Say hi, Andre.
Hello.
Hi. So yeah, we just had lunch and Aquadobo. I don't know if anybody is from the LA area that watches this, but if you are, bitch, I know everybody's on Chipotle. Chipotle is like blah 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 blah. Chipotle is fucking disgusting. Where you guys need, ooh, that's not gonna work. Where you guys need to be at is fucking Quadobo. Quadobo is so good. I'm not gonna say anything more. It's just really good. But anyways, so like I was saying, I was sitting at home and I was like inspired out of nowhere. So I decided to come down to LA. I hit up Andre had texted me right when I got this inspiration out of nowhere. So I was like, girl, do you want to go way down to LA? She was like, yeah, she was down. We fucking 20 minutes later, we're here in downtown LA. We're making shit happen. So right now, we're going to go over to FITM, which is a Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising here in LA. And then I'm gonna go to their student store because they always have like a really, really good selection of fabrics. And it's fucking like gorgeous shit. So yeah, see you guys when I get there. Okay, so I'm editing this video right now, and I realized that I don't have any footage of me actually going to the fabric store. Andre and I actually did go. We actually went to two, but as I said, this is my first time vlogging, so I was like kind of like uncomfortable with it, just like pulling my camera out and start filming in the store. And plus, in the store that we went to, the film store is like it's very small. It's just basically like a little hallway of fabric, and I didn't like want to put my camera out because there was a guy right there staring at me, and I was like really awkward and insecure. Maybe hopefully I'll get better, but yeah, because I know it would have been really awkward for me just saying we're going to the fabric store and then going into the next clip, which you guys are about to see, which is not me inside the fabric store. So yeah, I just want to give you a little explanation. So back to your regularly scheduled programming. What did I bring out my camera for?
Put your glasses on?
No. Oh. I was looking for them. I was like, remember you had yours on again? And I was like, fuck, where are my glasses? So I got nervous. Because I just brought these, like right now.
You were going to talk about everything and what you're doing.
There we go. Bam. See, that's why she's here. Okay, so, the whole, like, reason for me even coming down here was, like, about, I'm going to say, like, November, like, early, no, it wasn't November. Was it December? It was before Thanksgiving.
It was before Thanksgiving.
So, like November time, Andre and I kind of decided that we want to do like a mood board, just kind of get like our ideas going, blah, 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 blah. And her sister likes to use planners. And I've never used a planner before. Like, I'm just not one of those kind of people. Like, I kind of just remember everything. Thank God I've always had like a really good memory. Thank the Lord. So if I like say I need to do something on Tuesday, then I'll like literally just remember I need to do something on Tuesday. But with that, it's just very specific things that I need to do. It doesn't give me like the option of like expanding on ideas kind of thing, because I can't hold that much memory in my brain. It's like literally just specific things I need to do. I remember that. So getting the planner was like a way of like me to expand on ideas that I had. So when in the session that we got our planners, me and Andre did. Our sister had already had one, and it was like a kind of like a life goal type of planner she had. And she had Andre and I sit down, and we kind of wrote down goals for 3 months, a year, 5 years, and like a life, right? And so when we were doing a 3 month part of it, I still got emotional and I started crying. I don't know if you guys, everybody knows this, but I'm like a crybaby ass bitch. It is like, I don't know. I got emotional. I didn't really start crying, but I just got really emotional and my eyes got a little misty. I didn't start crying though. And it was just because it hit me that like a lot of the things that I used to do and used to be inspired by and just like on a day-to-day basis, like I just didn't do anymore. And obviously, a couple of years back, I was in design school and I graduated. And ever since then, like I just kind of haven't had a reason, I guess, to be in a creative mind space. And I just like realized like a lot of the fun things that I used to do that used to be fun for me, I just didn't do anymore. Drawing, croquis sketching. Oh God, you got to be my arm's gonna be in the best shape in the world fucking after this. Like I said, drawing, croquis sketching, writing music, writing poetry. I started writing short stories, actually designing and making clothes and things like that. Like I've made clothes and design since I've been out of design school, but it hasn't been anything that like I've been completely passionate about. It's been like, I just made a dress for my friend's wedding, or a couple of friends and I wanted to do like a small little design thing, but it was kind of like their idea. So I just kind of like had, kind of added on to their already concept, but I haven't done anything for myself per se. So after like writing these things down and like realizing that like I've kind of like lost that part of me, I decided that I wanted to get back there and like, and like come on, like feel like I have a purpose again. So going into the new year, I decided that if ever I had like inspiration or just like a spark of creativity or anything like that, that I was gonna go for it right then and there. I wasn't gonna waste any time and like just, okay, I had an idea, I'll write it down, or I'll just put it in my memory bank, and then I'll come back a couple of days later and like, try to flesh it out. Because obviously when you're having that idea in that moment, that's the one that's like the most fresh, and I think that's when the most creativity happens. So I've been, just on Instagram and like, just kind of looking through pictures, and if I see something I like, I'll take a picture of it, or I'll save it into my Instagram or whatever. And so now I have just a whole bunch of pictures and ideas of like things that have been inspiring me lately. And I was on Issa Rae's page, and I don't know if you guys don't know who Issa Rae is. She is the writer and creator of the show Awkward, and she also had a web series that I used to watch called Awkward Black Girl. And I was on her page and I was looking at, the way, like, I really enjoyed the, like, her style and the way she dresses. And it just kind of, like, hit me out of nowhere. I had, like, aha moment. And, like, I realized that, like, my collection was going to be based around, like, the awkward black experience, per se. Like, because, like, growing up, I always felt like I was the awkward black girl. Long hair and everything, And she kind of, like, represents that ideal of what that is now. And I just thought it'd be a really, that just came to me, and I was like, you know what? That's the first like solid idea I've had since I've like decided that I wanted to make a collection and go forward with it. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna get off my fat ass and just fucking go downtown LA and just try to be inspired and figure something out. So now I'm in downtown LA and I'm trying to be inspired and I'm trying to figure shit out.